Hey, what's up, Rogue Nation, and welcome to Cairo, Egypt. I'm joined by Exploring with Josh here. You haven't seen him on this channel for a long time other than the quick little thing in Japan. But we're here in Cairo trying to get an Uber right now. It's kind of hard because the license plate is in numbers, but when I'm looking at their license plate, it's all in Arabic. All right, a very, very long trip to get here. Later, we have made it to our Airbnb, and guess how much this one was? It was $21 a night. Just like that one in Peru. You can see it is now dark, but this is our Airbnb, pretty amazing. The common area is right here. They have a couch, a floor couch, a regular couch. This is pretty cool. Then we got a kitchen over here. Boom, got our kitchen. Our hosts are really, really nice. This guy's actually like a super host on Airbnb. So like this guy is like texting me like crazy, super responsive. He's amazing. Got his portable Wi-Fi. And then down here, come down here, you can see we got a wild Josh. We got a couple beds in here, you know, if you want to sleep ever. I know Michael does. Then we got, you know, cool bathroom and the master bedroom, which is awesome. So all this for $21 a night in the heart of Cairo. We're actually 10 minutes away from the pyramids, but that's gonna be for another day. Tomorrow, actually right now we're just gonna go get some rest, and tomorrow we're gonna pick up this vlog and continue the day because we're all exhausted. We're just getting more sleep right now. All right, guys, so we've come out early this morning. It is quite loud, as you can hear behind me here in Cairo. There are horns honking everywhere. It is complete madness. We're in the downtown area. I have to pretty much scream so you can hear me. The museum is right behind me. This is a huge museum. I read online that if you spent 1 minute at every exhibit here in the museum, you'll be there for 3 months, which is like insane to think about. There's so much in here. So we're gonna go and see what we can see in this museum. It's about 1 p.m. now in the afternoon. We slept in a little trying to get over the jet lag, but let's cross the street here. It is hectic. It's like a lot of other countries. I did this once in Morocco before. You have to kind of just frogger your way across. You just go through the cars and they just kind of stop. Josh made the mistake of talking to this guy who's following us right now, who thinks he's leading us to the museum and then he's gonna ask for money. What he doesn't know is that I'm not paying him any money.
Oh my God! It's on the bus! Let's go! Holy crap!
Now, this is the museum over here. Don't know how much we can film at the entrance. When you're in countries like this, you cannot film police at all. Anything political, police-wise, you're gonna get in a lot of trouble if they even see your camera, so we're gonna kind of keep it low from now on. So normally we don't go to museums just to go to museums, but this one is special. This is the Egyptian Museum of Antiquities. It has all the crazy mummy stuff, everything from ancient Egypt. So this is like the museum to go to. It's gonna be really cool, especially if we can see King Tut. So we bought 2 tickets. They were $12.50 each for an adult ticket in, and then the video pass, which was about $18.50, so that we can film inside. We'll see if they stop us. I don't know if they're gonna allow us when we're talking like this. It seems to be an issue when we're doing like a kind of one-to-one talking camera. Seems to be the issue, but we'll see. This reminds me of those stones we saw in Peru, the offering stones where we were gonna offer you up, Michael. So it's kind of like that, but an Egyptian one. You're just getting offered up all over the world. But look at this, so we're standing in front of these 2 giant statues, and then there's this cool little stone right in front of it. This is like everything I've always expected Egypt to be like, seeing this kind of stuff. Especially in the next coming weeks when we actually go to temples farther down the Nile. We're gonna see this stuff, but like in actual temples in real life, not in a museum, so that's pretty cool. So the Egyptians had a very literal idea of the afterlife. So they thought that they would need a ton of food. So here you can see that it says they're offering a bunch of these, I guess it's like an antelope or a goat. They want 1,000 of these goats for them to eat in the afterlife. So they thought it was very much so. You had to prepare your entire tomb for the afterlife. Up here you can see King Amenophes III and his wife Queen Tai, and it's a sculpture of them and their 3 daughters right there. So this is what we usually travel with, but we're trying to cut it down, keep it a little light. I heard them say that this was for a school project over here. That's what we usually do, but you know, they have more gear than us today. So my hieroglyphic knowledge is a little rusty, but I'm gonna see if I can read this. Right here it says, patreon.com/exploringwithcody. I don't know who that is. But if you go there, you can see all kinds of behind the scene content, bloopers, and extra video, which is amazing. So apparently this Exploring with Cody guy was pretty big in the ancient world. It also says here to subscribe to Exploring with Cody. So yeah, that's pretty cool. It must be his little tomb right there. So the Roman Empire actually ruled from 30 AD to 364 BC. So that's why we see these Roman statues all around that were found in Egypt. Here you can see the inside of the chamber, and it's just essentially just a bunch of pictures or hieroglyphs of things that they would need in the afterlife, such as bread, meat, beer, clothing, etc. So all those things are drawn on here. This is where you don't want to be in case the mummies come back. This room is full of all these old mummies. This is the Tomb of King Tut, and when they found it in the Valley of the Kings, it was actually this giant golden box, which is right behind me, and inside there was a sarcophagus, and then it was kind of like Russian dolls, where they found another one inside another and another. And I think after the fourth one, they finally pulled his mummy out of this, and it was full of treasure, and that's why King Tut is one of the most famous in the entire world, is because his tomb was filled with treasures, all kinds of stuff that they'd never seen before. And this is his giant tomb. Inside is where they pulled out all the other sarcophaguses, if that's a word. But imagine finding this underground, digging over about 100 years ago, and just seeing this when you're digging in the ground. That's kind of insane to think about. This golden mask of King Tut was actually found on his head when they found it back in the early 1900s. And so when they found it, they pulled this mask off and they actually broke his head. And so it's now, if you see his actual skull, it's in 13 pieces, but they put it all together so it looks really nice. But they actually broke his head when they first found this. So these two daggers right here, they're actually placed with King Tut when he dies. But the mystery behind the two daggers, one of them is gold, one of them is iron. Now this iron is a special kind of iron that no one was able to make back in the day. And especially since it's such a strong iron, it hasn't rusted till today. You know how iron usually rusts? This iron has not rusted over 4,000 years. They think it was made from Jordan. They thought it was made by someone over there who might have had technology to make this and smelt this special iron dagger. And they think that's how he got it over here somehow, but they're still kind of confused because they weren't able to make it in Egypt back in that day. Like I said, if we were to see every single thing in this museum for 1 minute, we'd be here for 3 months, but we do not have that kind of time. We're heading out of here to go see what else Cairo has to offer. Everyone here is really friendly. Everything is so shiny. Just kind of draws you in.
We need to go find something.
Look at this stuff.
Special price, huh? Yes.
Eye of Horus. Hey, it just barely fits. The Eye of Horus, huh? What do you think?
Bro.
It's kind of big though.
Dude, that literally looks like you, man. You should buy that. Special price. Come on.
$100 for Luke. For Luke. Beautiful little man. I like and I'm interested. Sure, absolutely. I make it two
That's what he says.
for 500.
Never been.
Okay.
So if it's so if it's 2 for 500, how come not 1 for
No,
250?
sir, I took okay. 2 500, 1 350. Up to you.
Yeah, now we match.
Now we're kind of like twins. We have the bleach blonde hair, the black shirts, and everything.
Oh. Yeah, we
both from Canada.
Legit looks like brothers at this point.
Yeah.
All right, let's try to barter with
Let's
this guy.
So how much is this one? Egyptian. 120 for that.
120, man.
My grandma makes them for 50. All right, guys, it has been a full 48 hours since we've been here in Egypt, and I kind of want to give my first thoughts on Egypt because a lot of people are kind of scared to come here now. They aren't sure if it's safe. And actually we've seen that. We haven't seen any foreigners at all. We've been to the museum and we've been to the markets, which are both pretty touristy spots. Haven't seen any foreigners, just a bunch of school kids at the museum and locals at the markets. So it seems like people are still afraid to come here, but from what I've seen, it's pretty safe. I mean, there's just a lot of traffic that you have to dodge and weave in between. Go, 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 go! But for me, I've liked it so far. It seems pretty safe.
Yeah, for me, I think the traffic is pretty hectic. Like, he had to lead the traffic on. Like, he had to just go first, like leapfrog. I was like, I don't even know how to cross the street. It's like a leap of faith when you cross this. But other than that, I mean, besides getting hustled and bustled all day long for, you know, being told on what to buy, trying to buy this, anything. Like, people trying to sell me tissues all day long. And the thing is, like, I've been to so many other countries and it happens, but here it seems like it's so much work.
Okay.
I never seen you in my life, bro.
So we just got these two.
Oh man, our new guy joined us.
I think it also has something to do with like the tourism being down. Everyone's trying to make even more money. But this is something like I faced in Morocco, you know, every time you're going to a stall or pass by, they're trying to sell you, trying to make some money. But if you're not dealing with them and you're walking down the streets, everyone is super nice and friendly like you guys saw.
Welcome, Cairo. Thank you. They are
pretty
really
cool.
friendly though.
So,
I haven't felt scared at all. I'm like, it's like they want us happy here, the people here. So they're really nice.
Everyone's saying welcome to Cairo, welcome to Egypt, because I think they want more tourism here, obviously. And I know, especially in like the Western world, people have been afraid to come here. But I think it's a lot better now. So I definitely say Egypt is safe to come to.
I think so.
Yeah, and I think that's it, guys. I mean, that hieroglyph we saw in the museum today said it all. Patreon.com/exploringwithcody if you want to see great behind-the-scenes content. But other than that, we got a pyramid video coming up next, so you're gonna want to stay subscribed. And until next time, Rogue Nation, explore the world. More to the camera. Perfect. Like this? Is that what you want?